So then next thing we're going to do is naming decimal places. So all you're doing is telling me what place value this number has. So for number 1, it's 725, and the number that is underlined is the 5. So what they're asking you is what is the place that that one is in. And we know that the first number is either called the ones, and sometimes it's often referred to as units. So either one is correct. This is the one that you normally refer to it as. All right. Number 10 is 9.6456, and they're asking what is the 5, what place value. We know that we don't have a 1 place after the decimal. We start at the tenths, and then we go to the hundredths, and then we go to the thousandths. The biggest thing you have to remember is the THS. That is anything after the decimal place. That identifies numbers following the decimal. All right, the next one is decimal worksheets. And for decimal worksheets, we're going to do number 8 and number 34. You will get to use your calculator, so practice with your calculator. What I want to see for your work is I want to see what you did. So in my world, what I did is put 868.3. I hit the divide sign, 5.16. I know that I'm looking for how many decimal places? 1, 2. So I'm going to make my answer 2 decimal places. In my calculator, all I do is type in 868.3 making sure that that's what it reads. Then I hit divide, and then I type 5.1.6 and equals, which gives me 16.8275, and I'm going to put this to 2 decimal places because that's how many decimals there were, so I have to round it. It's 16.83 because this is larger than 4, so it's my answer is 16.83. 1683. And that's my answer. Alright, so then the next one we're going to do is number 34. And again, I'm just going to use my calculator, but I know that when I add, I line up my decimals, so I'm going to do my work like this. 367.66 plus 84.8. If I just did the math, I would do adding, okay, which is easier sometimes than doing the calculator, but maybe I want to check my answer, so then I use my calculator, and I have 367.66 plus 84.8 equals 452.46, and my answer is 452.46. I suggest you do on adding and subtracting handwritten and check with your calculator. On division, I also suggest you at least do division up to the decimal place, so you make sure that your whole number is right. Okay, if we did it long ways, we'd move that, and divide 516 and 8,683. All right, then we have mean, median, and range. Number 1, I think. And we're looking at these three numbers, 27, 65, and 73. They're in numerical order, so that's pretty easy. The first question is, what is its median? We have to know what median is. This is the one that's in the middle. So our median is 65. Then what is the mean? And the mean is what we call average. And to find the average, I take 27 plus 65 plus 73. I equal that and divide it by 3. Which is 165 divided by 3. So my mean is 55. And then the range is high minus low. So I would take 73 and subtract 27. And I get 46 is the range. Right, the next one is reducing. And we're just taking a fraction and we're reducing it down. So someone asked, do I make it an improper fraction and then reduce it? No need to. Okay, you know that the whole number is 4, keep it 4, and reduce the 9/12. What goes into 9 and 12? Well, we know that 3 does. So if we divide both by 3, 9 divided by 3 is 3. And 12 divided by 3 is 4. And that would be our answer. All right. The next one you're going to look at is mean, median, and mode, and it's a graph. And so they want us to identify these 3 things. So best thing to do is reorganize your numbers from lowest to highest. So I'm going to reorganize mine. 24, 26, I have a 34, and I have a 35, and another 35, and then I have a 36, and a 36, and a 38, and a 39. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 numbers. All right, so we'll start by finding the mode. And mode is the numbers that repeat. So how many do I have that repeat? These 2 repeat, and these 2 repeat. Which one has the most repeating? That would be they're the same. So my mode equals 35 and 36. All right, now I know that I have an odd number of numbers, so my median is the number that lies directly in the middle. So if I take 2 and 2 and 3 and 1, the number that lies directly in the middle is 35. Now I need my mean. So for my mean, I add them all up, 24, 26, 34, 35, 35, 36, 36, 38, and 39. Which I get 303. And how many numbers did I say I had? I had 9, so I take 303 and divide it by 9. And for my mean, I come up with 33.66 in the calculator. And we have talked about for here, for this class, if there are no decimals in these numbers, we don't want decimals here. So we have to round, and we're gonna round to this place, and that makes that go up. So our mean then, really, our mean equals 34.